Right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Yahweh Kakadash, double honors to my apostles. I was a great millstone, ultimately taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, who are ruling well. All right, and ultimately, shalom to the elect out there, men, women, and children, man. I'm the brother, the Ak, you know what I mean, Zahar, add a little gabar with that, you know what I mean, the warrior, because we fighting, you know, spiritual battles, you know what I mean? Ultimately, in this truth, man, there's a spiritual warfare. But ultimately, yeah, shalom to the elect out there, men, women, and children. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, so I was listening to the Elder Apostle Gabar's video concerning, quote unquote Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC, ultimately having emotional, feeling towards quote unquote prostitutes, whores, and these sluts today, man. Which ultimately, if you're dealing with a woman, okay, I'm talking about you brothers, in this faith and this truth. If you're dealing with a woman today, ultimately, you're dealing with a prostitute. Okay, if and foremost she has not, what I mean, if you didn't, if she wasn't a quote unquote virgin, if you didn't sex her, man, if you didn't cut and break. Matter of fact, let's go into that word. And ultimately, this is what I'm basing the lesson off of. Lord willing, I'll brought this house edifying to the elect. Real quick, yeah, the word sex, man. Let's go into it real quick. Okay, when you go into it, it means to divide asunder or to cut, man. Okay, and ultimately, if you ain't get a virgin, man, and pop that cherry, so to speak, okay, you dealing with a whore, man, a slut, man, a prostitute, a virgin. I mean, not a virgin, Salakia, slip at the tongue, but not at the heart. Yeah, let's go into this word sex real quick. Okay, nah, that's not what I want. Right, Salakia, yeah, man, I was I was in the anyways, yeah, moving on. So yeah, this word sex goes back to the word section, which is, you can see right here, it says entries linking to sex, right? And it says in astronomy, the intersection of two straight lines, the division of a scale, right? From Latin sectionem, okay, a cutting, right? Cutting off division, man. Ultimately, cutting that spleen. When a man's penis, enters the womb of a woman who have never been touched before. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, we call it today popping that cherry. And so ultimately, going to the scriptures from there, as the elder brought out, man, you know, um, our wives shall be harlots in the city, man. And ultimately, let's get this, man, because we deal with women according to the knowledge. Ultimately, and that's why Paul said, if you going, it's not even good to touch a woman. You know what I'm saying? But if you do, the advices and the the how you say um the bad part of it. Let me just, you know what I'm saying. I was trying to come up with a word, but is ultimately you're gonna have trouble in the flesh. Okay. Let's let me see. Type this in according uh to knowledge. Let me just type that in Siri. Um, let's see. Right. First Peter's the third chapter. Let's see what we're gonna start at verse 1, right? It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection, meaning what? Under the rule, okay, to your own husbands, right? You know what I'm saying? If we dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying, she pleads to ultimately deal with you. You know what I'm saying? We can't ultimately put her off and unless she go out and, you know, deal with another man. And, you know what I'm saying? Even though, they might lie about it, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But they please to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't found her guilty of that, then we ultimately got to deal with the woman. You know what I'm saying? Likewise, ye wives be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Right? Because wives ultimately supposed to teach, other women and children, to be guardians of the household and you know, what's that? Second Timothy's. What was it? First Timothy's. Okay, but yeah, be guardians of the home, take care of the crib, and ultimately, being in subjection to their own husbands. It says, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and a wearing of gold or putting on of apparel. Yeah, ultimately, okay, the majority of these prostitutes, these whores out here is, you know what I'm saying, ultimately prostituting themselves, placing themselves, okay, in a position to be seen publicly by the people, okay, and ultimately their head's supposed to be covered, okay, if they out there, and if you out there, you're supposed to be doing the shopping. You know what I'm saying? The things to gather, the things that a wife would do to, ultimately gather things for the home, materials and things that you need for the household. And ultimately you're supposed to be with your child. You're not ultimately alone. You know what I'm saying? If a wife, we talking about ancient days now. We're in a society now where ultimately we're in captivity and slavery. So they have all types of liberties and freedoms to be sluts, whores, and prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? You know, as the elder apostle, was mentioned, OnlyFans. Um, yeah. So let's read that again. Whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or putting on apparel, because all these things ultimately attract men. And a wife, what's your point of being a wife to another man if you're trying to track another man? You know what I'm saying? We're not, the men of the Lord ain't pimps. You know what I'm saying? Even though we come from all aspects of life, we ain't pimping. Okay, we not pimping the daughters of Israel, of Yasha Allah, the princess of power, man. Uh, that's going off. Okay, we're not getting money. Okay, okay. If anything, you're gonna bring, if you're righteous, right? If the woman is righteous, which is, what I mean, very few, you'll bring a woman, you know, you'll go select a woman, uh, for the husband, man. But that's not going on. Verse 4, but let it be hidden, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, right? And that, right, and it goes on to say, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. And ultimately, you have elect women out there that's, uh, you know, uh, with in sincerity and in truth, obeying their husbands. Okay, but ultimately, as a whole, we'll get this, in the kingdom of heaven, in which, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the saints of the Most High are gonna take, man. Okay, violently. Okay, when you take something that is not, it's ultimately by force. Okay, and we're witnessing the translation of kingdoms, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna dethrone all these rulers, these current world powers, and as the scriptures say, Yahweh Shah sat with many crowns, because all these quote unquote kings and rulers, man, are in authority, and the Lord's gonna throw down. And so ultimately, we waiting for that day, okay? Because women come with that, but that's not just the main thing we're looking for, man. We're looking for true liberty and freedom in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. It says, likewise, ye husbands dwell with them according to knowledge. Okay. Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, man. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm dealing with a woman. Okay. Well, I don't even want to talk about my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I can, we got to deal with women, but according to knowledge. Okay. Knowing ultimately that she's prone and to go off in the flesh, mentally, spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? Even though we can't be there, watch it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? We in a position of servitude, and so we ultimately, have to put our main thing first, the priority of pushing this word, this prophecy, this truth into the elect, in which the elect to get sealed. Okay, and we at a time where the elect is being sealed, man. And ultimately, the thing, the women is the least, okay, thing on a elect man's mind right now, because ultimately Isaiah 4:1 is going to come into play, in which 7, representation of a complete amount of women in that day shall take hold of a man, not any really regular old nigga out here. You know what I'm saying? Not these drug dealers, not Esau, Edom, but a man of the Lord ultimately, because okay, those are the women that ultimately gonna inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And not only that, bringing in the the uh the rest of the 2/3 that's going to be destroyed here on that side. Lord willing, I brought this out. We're not of the 2/3, but of the hopeful elect men uh uh receiving the salvation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So it's, again, man, likewise ye husbands dwell with them according to knowledge. Man, yeah, we got to deal with these women according to knowledge. Okay, we're not getting upset all about these women, you know what I'm saying, having social media accounts, okay, dealing and talking to other women. We deal with them according to knowledge. I know, you know what I'm saying, I do, you know what I'm saying, since I've been in this truth, you know what I'm saying. Now, I have been perfect, okay, with it, but I have grown and matured, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, dealing with this knowledge, okay, this truth. Okay, knowing ultimately that I'm an Israelite, we're in captivity, and our women are sluts and hoes out here, man. A woman deal with you, if she's pleased to deal with you, you know what I'm saying? You deal with her according to knowledge, man. Giving honor unto her, okay, unto the woman, the wife, okay, as unto the weaker vessel, knowing she's weak, man. Okay, spiritually, mentally, okay, doesn't have a backbone to save her. You know what I'm saying? Her life, man. You know, and as being headers together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. It says, finally be ye of all of one mind. Yeah, that's the brothers ultimately in this truth. Not some unity camps. Okay, not because everybody is not pushing the true doctrine. Okay, finally be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous. All right. But yeah, I just want to touch on that. Not really not too many scriptures put out there, but you know, it was in my spirit to hit that button on the Elder Apostles Gabar's video concerning Bishop who they call Nate Nathaniel, man, of the IUIC, man. Okay, because you know, I want to know how many men out there, you know what I'm saying, has a virgin. Okay, who has a virgin and that's still dealing with them today in the truth. Okay, and you know, ultimately haven't dealt with another man. All right, yeah, it's very few, man, if any. All right, so we all ultimately dealing with whores, prostitutes. Okay, and if not, it's not the first. Uh, you're not the first man to enter and sex. I mean, to cut that or to pop that cherry, so to speak. So Lord willing, apparatus. I was kind of choppy. I'm not the best eloquent speaker, but Lord willing, apparatus. I was edifying to the elect. On to the next. Giving all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.